Yeah, Mike, you're on the air in Boston.
Hey now.
Hey now.
I wanted to comment about that whole thing with Sal and his wife.
Yeah.
I actually went through something similar. I was in ex-wife for 11 years, and she pulled that whole just a friend thing. And I actually went out and I did some investigating on my own, and I actually caught her in the act. And I actually tried to work things out. It was sort of like what Sal's trying to do for the kids, and it just doesn't work.
Well, you know, Sal's situation is different than yours in that, you know, he's Sal and you're you, Mike. And I want to say something. You know, I heard this morning, I didn't hear it when it aired live, but I heard the wrap-up show where Will really came down on Sal.
Yeah, I heard that too, and it was very odd.
It was very disturbing from, you know, I do admire Sal and his wife for trying to fix this. I mean, I know how hard that can be.
And I think it's rather heroic.
And I think Sal is actually saying all the right things. He's accepting his side of fault. He's not saying Christine doesn't have fault in this, but he can't speak for her. He's just pointing out his own faults. I'll play you what happened on the wrap-up show. And I think Will
It wasn't a fascinating fight, though. I must congratulate
I
him
actually
on
think
that.
the whole thing is, if she did something, now the first step is she needs to admit it.
Well,
She says she
Sal
didn't.
says he is satisfied that nothing more happened.
Look, Sal's in a weird place right now with his marriage, and the fact of the matter is the guy is struggling and hoping to keep it together. And I thought Will's comments were somewhat out of line. I'll play it for you.
Will was cruel.
Yeah, I mean, I know Will doesn't really have the life experience to understand this. Will's a guy who's engaged. He's probably at the best point in a relationship he can be. And, you know,
Yeah, but
shit
he has
happens.
no idea what a relationship takes, it sounds to me.
So anyway, did you hear this, Artie?
No, I did not. I'm curious as a guy who doesn't know what a relationship takes either.
Well, listen to this. I think.
No,
Sal's
look,
trying.
first of all, before I hear this, I want to go on record as saying I admire what Sal's doing too, and he's walking on eggshells.
The only Will says he speaks for a lot of people, but the only person it seems who doesn't understand is Will.
Let's play the tape.
And today was just embarrassing, Sal. I gotta tell you,
Why?
man, everyone in the back office is like, "Are you kidding me with this guy? You have no balls anymore."
Oh, dude, you know what?
seriously,
You're not married. You have no
It doesn't
fucking
matter
idea
if
what you're
I'm-
talking about. It's
no,
not an
listen,
issue of
I'm
balls.
not talking
You
about-
haven't been through my life. You don't know what goes on behind the scenes. You don't know.
I know that
all
you're
the bullshit.
apologizing for
You don't-
everything that your wife has
I'm
done.
apologizing for my end, and that's the only end I could come
And what
to
is
right
that?
now.
That you weren't
My
there
end.
emotionally enough for her?
Well, maybe
you haven't done enough at home.
Maybe
I mean, this is night and
have
day
you
from
been
the
in
guy
my
who
house?
recall.
Have you been in my house? You haven't seen what went
No,
down.
but I know this is night and day from the
Yeah,
guy
but
that
you know
recorded a
what, Will?
song
All
3
I
weeks
could
ago
do-
before his own wife cheated on him. So
Yeah,
how
but
is that
first
your
of all,
fault?
It's not my. I mean, I have something to do with it, but I can't talk for Christine right now. All I could say is where my fault lies in this. That's all I can do.
What was your fault again?
Well, I mean, how many times do I have to explain this? I mean, it's almost like a broken record by now. There were issues in our marriage where we veered apart, and I pushed her away, and she had this friend. And you know what? I've come to the conclusion that nothing did happen between them. Even though everybody's making a joke and everything else, I really believe that. The more I talk to her, and the more I talk to my therapist, I really believe it. And that's one of the main reasons why she doesn't harbor any real heavy guilt. Because
I'm just telling you, people are laughing behind your back.
that's fine. Let them laugh all they want. You know what? But at least I know I'm trying to save my marriage and be the best father I can be. So if you want to laugh at that,
but
go
to
ahead,
what end?
laugh away. To what end what? We had a bad fucking marriage. I treated her like shit. I pushed her away. Now I'm going to therapy to get her back and fix it up. Is that a bad
And
thing?
you lose your balls in the process?
How do I lose my balls?
Because, like you said...
You want me to go home and call her a cunt and a fucking whore?
No,
and
I'm
you
not
want my
saying that
kids?
either. I'm
And
not
you want
saying
a
that
broken
is.
marriage?
But it
then-
sounds like all
okay,
the compromise...
So where's the balls?
Because it sounds
this is
like...
not an issue of balls. This is fucking life,
No,
dude.
no, it has
This
to
is
do with
real
you
life.
giving
This is
into
12
every
years-
demand that she
I am
has.
not giving into every demand.
course you are.
No,
What-
I'm not.
what have you-
I'm recognizing my faults, and that's all I could do right now. She's not here to defend herself. She's not here to tell her side of the story. All I can tell you is why I drove her to where she went. That's all I could do.
So
But
you-
that's not an issue of balls by me saving my marriage to raise my kids so we don't grow up in an environment like I did. That's being a fucking man. And if it's cool for somebody to go out there and say, fuck you and blah, 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 and you don't have any balls, you know what? Go fuck yourself, because you're the guy, you're 90% of the reason why marriages and kids and people are dysfunctional, because you're being selfish and stubborn. I'm looking at my family. I'm looking at my wife, I'm looking at my faults, and I'm looking at my kids. And right now, I only have one concern: how to fucking fix it. So if you want to talk about balls, that's fine.
Well, I think you just admitted what the whole basis of this thing is that, like you said, you don't want to grow up in a house like you did, so you'll go to any cost to save your marriage for your kids'
I
sake.
love my wife, and I love my kids dearly, and I'm recognizing the problems, and I'm trying to fix it. and it's not an issue about balls.
Well, if
balls don't have
if that's a
anything to
happy
do with
life
it.
for you, if that's a happy life for you, then so be it.
Well, right now
I hope
it's
you're
not.
happy.
Well, right now, it's not a happy life. It's a very, very difficult life that I'm dealing with right now. But you know what? I'm committed to make it work, and my wife is committed to make it work. So we hit a pitfall. We'll get out of it, and I'll do anything I can to do. If I love her and I love my kids enough, I'll do anything that I can. No. And I'm not going to put my ego before my heart and before my family. If you want it, that's fine. If it's an issue with balls, go ahead. But you know what, Will, I wish, and God forbid this ever happens, I wish you never, ever you get in a situation like I did.
Well, there you go. Well said, Sal.
Yes.
Man, was that somebody else? That's the most
I don't know
mature
who
I've
that
ever
was.
heard Sal in my life.
That was
He's
about
a
as real as it
different
gets.
guy,
He's never been so coherent.
You know, people tend to act like 8th graders around here. Will has the balls to go to him. People are laughing behind your back. What should Sal give a fuck
Right.
if any one of these gaggle of 7th grade girls back there is laughing
So
behind
he'll
his back?
leave his wife, destroy his marriage, and they'll leave him,
right,
and
Will.
they'll still be
Just
laughing.
so someone back there isn't laughing at him?
Yeah.
What are they? What the people are sound like they're 12 years old
And
around
thank
here.
goodness Sal realizes, screw you,
Yeah.
and screw my ego even, my family's at stake.
Sal said the exact right thing, man.
play
And,
a little more then.
I mean, I really, Sal defended himself, and he should have.
I'll
I
play
have
a little
to
more.
hope that Will was just being funny.
No, he
No.
wasn't.
Will's a little
He's as
nuts.
serious as his cancer was.
I got a wife who lets me
wife
tip
to
my
that.
balls on somebody's face on the air. I got a wife who puts up with fucking awful songs. I got a wife who sends me on the road every fucking
Your wife had
weekend.
heard those
and
songs before
doesn't-
she came in here.
But she doesn't break my balls. Do you understand what I'm saying? She doesn't break my
Because she doesn't
balls.
listen to Sirius.
No, it
basically.
has nothing to do with that. She compromises with me a lot too. She's not here to tell her side of the story. All I know is that like I said, we've come into a situation that's really ugly and really bad, and I'm working towards fixing it. If I go there, Will, and I just cross my arms and go, fuck you, you fucking whore, you fucking cunt, and this is the way it's got to be, is that going to help or hurt the situation? What do you think it'll do?
No, but does she bear any responsibility for what
Yes,
happened?
she
Because according
does.
to you, she doesn't. It's
Yes,
all
she
on
does,
you.
but she's not here to discuss it, nor does she care. You know why? She's not here to discuss it because she's that serious about it. And she doesn't want to make it a fucking circus that I, again, have turned it into.
But Sal, I'm telling you, when you go in the studio, the way people hear it is, this was my fault. I need to improve myself to make the situation
and you're right,
better.
and all I could do is discuss my end. I can discuss my faults. I can discuss why I pushed Christine away. But she's not here to discuss why she did what she did. She said she had an emotional friend. Whatever the deal is, it is. All I know is that I got 3 kids that I love dearly. I have a wife with a 15-year track record that I love dearly, and I'm trying to fix my fucking marriage. Some people decide to say fuck off and leave their kids and wife, and they're happier. Some people say, hey, what can I do to make it work? I'm just trying to make it work.
Hey, Sal, come in here. I got to applaud you on that.
Really?
And Will, I got to tell you, you out of line.
He is being a man. That's absolutely being a man. Absolutely, and I agree with him.
You know who called in and made the most sense? It was really shocking. Ralph.
Really?
Yeah, Ralph took Sal's side.
Well, I know where you're coming from and everything, and you got, listen, you're in a relationship now. You're in the
You're about to get married.
you're in the beautiful
He's
stage.
the expert
but,
now.
Sal, you made the most sense ever, and I'll tell you what, I really do applaud you.
Thanks, man.
Sal, I want to marry you.
Oh,
Well,
Not a problem.
Will, do you regret anything you said yesterday?
I think it came off wrong. I don't think it was anything against Sal. Like, I love Sal. I think he's a great guy. But I think the way that this whole thing is played out on the air, he sounds like he's taking full responsibility for
He
everything.
is, though. He's taking full responsibility for himself, and he's explaining to you that Christine does take responsibility, but he can't tell you what she's responsible for. That's not his side of the story.
Right, but you don't hear that on the air, so it doesn't sound like that. It just sounds like, his wife had an emotional partner, and it's all his fault.
Well, there's a lot of he's accepting his fault in this
But
instead of going
also-
home and saying.
But does this
"You know
sound like
what?
Sal,
You had no,
by the way?
but that's what's good
yeah,
about
but
it.
I think
No, because it's this therapy talking.
But that's
and
good.
it's 2 hens going at him.
Well, listen, he's got 2 choices. He could go home and say, "Listen, you motherfucker, you got a friend. Fuck you. Fuck you. Now you got to fucking make up for this and blah blah blah." And she'll divorce him.
So that's
in
gonna
other words,
fix it.
it'll be more of the same Sal
And
shit.
my family and children crumble.
Right.
Everything crumbles.
Yeah, I mean, what would you have Sal do?
No,
Let me hear
you're
what your
right. I
solution
mean,
would
that's
be.
what he's got to do. I guess,
He loves her, and he wants to be there for her. He realizes he's been kind of shitty in his attitude toward the marriage.
And when you talk about he's taking your shit to do this. He's withstanding your laughter.
Bullshit. I'm not the one that went on the air and talked about it for an hour.
no, but
That's the only reason anyone busted his balls. And before this, everybody knew what was going on behind the scenes. I never said one thing to him before he brought it up on the air, so that's not fair either.
Not the point. The point is, once he did, you're the best buddy who's laughing at him.
I'm not laughing at him. I'm just saying,
Kicking him in the
Sal,
ass.
man.
I'm laughing at him.
Yeah, I mean,
I can laugh at him, but I respect what he's doing.
But you didn't say it to his face. Will was the one who told him you were laughing.
Jumbo, you're on the air in Wayne, New Jersey.
Because that's fun to hear.
Yeah, go ahead, Jumbo.
Howard, longtime fan. Thank you for all the great years of radio.
Thank you.
Sal.
Yeah, man.
You wear a skirt when you go home now?
Yeah, your wife's. After I come in it, you fucking piece of shit. Drop that asshole.
That's all right. You could wear it. What's left for you, Sal? Sal, you better be home by 6 o'clock tonight. Sal, you better go out and get the groceries. Sal, you better do whatever I say.
Okay.
This is what's wrong with husbands and what's going on with men in general. Artie, I can't believe you're agreeing with all this stuff.
Hey, listen, man, he's talking about children here, and he's doing everything he can not to have the kids come from a broken home, and what you're talking about is the other extreme.
Right.
How do you know Christina's going to act like that? They're trying to come to a happy medium, and the fact is, you can't judge Sal with what he's saying on the air because a shitload of stuff is going on off the air, and you have to understand that.
Hey, Jumbo, you're taking the hard line. I mean, Jumbo, the fact is, this guy's got...
You're taking advice from a guy named Jumbo.
But Jumbo, you got, I know that hard ass attitude, like, hey, fuck her, she's an emotional friend, fuck her, fuck her.
This guy married.
Howard, I lived this nightmare. I was married for 21 years, and I tried to do what Sal did. And you know where it got me? It got me a lot of heartache and a lot of pain years down the road. So,
all right, Jumbo.
I'll get ready because it's coming out.
All right, so pass me the skirt you were wearing for 21 years, you faggot.
All right, thank you, Jumbo.
I'll get it to your mother.
All right.
It just, what surprises me about the whole thing is that, like, Sal, even off the air, would talk about how miserable things were at home, and then he finally has supposedly an out. And it's like, no, wait, I really do love my wife, and things completely change. But
the thing,
it's like, who are you, for real?
Okay, I'll tell you who I am. I'm a married man going through the typical wages of marriage.
But it was beyond that, dude. I sat with you and Christine at a dinner, and you guys couldn't even look at each other.
You're right. And that's the point that we got to. And then all of a sudden, there was a wake-up call one day. I was on one end. She was on the other end. We weren't talking anymore. We had 3 children.
I get it.
And I stopped and I said right in the bed, I said, what the fuck has happened to us? How did we get here? You're my college sweetheart. You're the girl I fell in love with. And all of a sudden, it just snowballed and snowballed. And one day, boom, it's a big explosion. She's got an emotional friend. I don't want to live at home anymore. And I'm like, do I want to leave? Do I want to tell her to go fuck herself? Or do I want to make it work? And I decided to make it work.
You know what's
Life sort of called his bluff, and he realized he doesn't want it out. He wants to try to make it work.
That Sal went to college.
Yeah, right.
Well, maybe Christine was in college.
That's impressive for me.
You want to hear I met her in college? In the cafeteria. We both were dicking around. I went for 1 semester.
King of all blacks, go ahead.
Yeah, but
More than I got.
Sal, I love you, man, but I think personally you're wrong in this because, listen, all you had to do, if Beth did that to Howard, he wouldn't stay with her.
Everybody, and you know what? And you're right. And there are a lot of people who decide to leave. There are, but I decided not to.
Everybody's different.
I think what Sal is saying is this is the woman that he really is in love with, and that he has really been treating her like a doormat and not treating her right. And that he does hold some responsibility. In maybe her response wasn't the greatest, but the fact of the matter is he holds a responsibility into driving her crazy. And now he's saying, I want to go back to how I used to romance her in college and maybe see if there's something there. He doesn't even know if there's anything there. He's going to try.
Let me use the analogy of a man hitting a woman. He's going to beat her up because I've been in that situation. You come back and you say, I'm not going to do it anymore, and she forgives you, and then you do it again. When somebody forgives you, they're not going to stop doing what they're doing. They're going to stop for about a year, but then they're going to go.
Well, that's you. You couldn't stop beating him.
He's in therapy because he wants to see all of the problems,
right?
And they want to work through this so that they know how not to get into this situation again.
Because he's in love with her.
Because she's the mother of my children, dude. She's my wife. I mean, she's somebody who I want to spend the rest of my life with.
He doesn't want her being with another man. He wants to be the man.
I'm in love with my dog, but if he bites my dog, I'm going to have to get rid of him.
You're comparing your dog to a wife. Interesting analogy.
Really?
Yeah, because
who you hit?
They're dispensable.
Does your wife chase cars, too?
But if my wife cheated on me emotionally and all that bullshit, you think she wouldn't be living here?
All right.
So what's the
hard line? That's the hard line. That's the hard ass thing.
How many kids I got?
Yeah.
I don't care if I got 3 kids.
Yeah, but if you treated her and beat her and treated her like a fucking piece of shit,
then you deserve what you get.
Then you got to hold some responsibility and say, well, I love this woman. Maybe I will go into therapy and fight for her because my next relationship's going to be shitty too.
How do you people think marriages survive without any problems? No, it's people getting through the problems that make marriages survive.
I guarantee, my parents or your parents never went through any emotional cheating.
Oh, sure they did.
But my father didn't treat my mother the way Sal was treating his wife.
He treated your mother like a man should treat a woman. That's why she stays with him.
That's right. So he realizes he was out of line.
Out of line with what?
The way he was treated. I can't argue with this fucking guy.
And besides all that, you don't know what anybody's relationship is like when, you meet them, 50 years into their marriage.
Plus, I've met a lot of people as well in my situation who have fixed their marriages up. So some people have split up, like Jumbo, and some people have stuck it out.
Some of the happiest people I know are people who went through a lot of crap and figured it out.
My initial reaction would have been more like what Will's talking about, but if I had somehow gotten through that and not be in jail for beating the shit out of the emotional friend, I would like to think I'd be as mature as Sal's being in this case. I mean, what's the guy's option? Go home, tell her to fuck off, move into some shitty apartment. You're broke. You see your kids once every 3 weeks. You hope that they're doing well and not affected by this, or do you do what Sal's doing? You bite the bullet and try to make it work. I think you do what Sal's doing. I'm not saying I'd be mature enough to do that, but that's why I'm going to be 40 years old and I haven't found the chick yet.
Let me ask you something, though, Artie. What is your business with the guy who's the emotional friend? Why are you beating the shit out of him?
Just because I'm an asshole.
That's what any guy would do.
Right. I mean, that's my initial reaction would be.
Not any guy would do that. The emotional friend didn't do anything wrong.
No, he didn't, but something? It's your emotional friend inside of you that goes like, you motherfucker.
It's between you and your wife.
You went in my fucking stall. Fuck you.
I'm just saying, I agree with Fred. I'm just saying how I would first react.
I ain't saying you got to love the guy, but what is Sal?
Also, the guy himself is married, which is a shitty.
That's his issue.
That's a shitty thing too.
His wife's issue.
Yeah, I mean, come on, let's be rational for a second. Let's stop all the posturing here.
No, I said what I said was irrational, and it would have been wrong.
And you know what, Artie? I know you wouldn't beat the shit out of the emotional friend.
You'd sit in your home and drink a big
shot.
I don't know about that.
I know you wouldn't.
All right,
I know you wouldn't, because the fact of the matter is,
I'm saying it's wrong.
It's your wife. It's not.
Artie's got a dark side.
I'm saying the emotional friend might beat the shit out of me. I don't know how big the emotional friend is.
Any dude in the world could come along and pick it up.
You're saying there's going to be a fight. You don't know who.
Yeah, I'm going to try to beat up the emotional.
There might be a fight with your wife, but not the emotional friend.
When something that serious happens in your relationship, the last thing you're thinking about is the emotional friend.
Right.
You're thinking about what you can do
Sal,
to
then
fix
you're
your family.
more involved than I am too.
Listen, let me tell you something. It would drive me crazy to hear that, let's say, Beth had an emotional friend. It would drive me crazy and insane. But I know I'd be able to say, wait a second, as hurt as I am by this, it's her and my relationship that's going foul. It's got nothing. Sure, there are guys who want to. Christine's a very beautiful woman. There's no doubt there are guys waiting in the bushes to fucking hop on top of her. It's up to her to say I'm committed to Sal.
The other place where Sal's being mature too is ignoring all these theories, like I had and Beth had, that it wasn't just emotional.
Right.
And he's choosing to overlook that too, which is fantastic. This is all great for your family.
But what is the limit? Like, at what point in a relationship do you say?
Here's the limit.
Well, everybody's different. I don't know.
I'll tell you the limit. It's very simple.
Right.
If Sal makes all of the effort in this relationship that he has to do from his end, and Christine doesn't,
there's the limit.
That's the limit.
But doesn't that seem like it's happening a little bit?
No,
I don't know.
You don't know that. You don't know what Christine is doing.
He hasn't done that yet.
I've heard things from Sal, and like I said, I don't remember if it's on or off air, which makes me think that it's not completely even.
It's I like I said on the air, like I'm working towards it, and she's become desensitized because of the relationship we've had in the past.
Desensitized.
Yeah.
I got a question. Why is Will so down? Every time he talks about like something that's a positive thing, you joke about it. And you no, but you every time he says something about desensitized or whatever, something
because it doesn't sound like Sal. Does it sound like the Sal you know?
It sounds like
the Sal we know better wise up, and he's trying to.
See, the Sal you know was doing a really bad job.
I'll tell you what desensitized is.
Changing for the good.
It's what I learned about my fucking wife. And you know what? And if I listen to her a little bit more in the past, maybe I wouldn't be here right now.
It's going to help his life. It's going to ruin his comedy. It'll help his
There's a theory going around that Will's the emotional friend.
That's true. I would.
And he wants you out of the picture.
That's why he's laughing.
That's right.
He wants you to stop working so hard.
Yeah.
Well, I wish Will well in his marriage. It's going to be a fucking disaster and a nightmare. Like it's almost in every marriage there are nightmares, and there are just these things that you go through that they're inevitable.
Let's take a couple of phone calls.
That's it.
Tony from Peachtree, Georgia. Go ahead.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Howard,
I was hoping maybe we could get a moratorium discussing Sal's marriage on the radio. There's no way that marriage can survive under a 10 million power microscope it's under right now.
Well, maybe you're right, and I think Sal's done a pretty good job of putting it in its proper perspective. Scott, you're on the air. Go ahead in St. John, Canada.
Hey, how you doing, Howard?
Hey, now.
I was actually just wanted to comment, like, what's going on with Sal right now? I went through the exact same thing, and I actually went there. I went through the whole divorce thing, and I've actually since got remarried. But I'll tell you right now, you never get over that. Like, I still got a lot of love for my ex-wife, and, I mean, I think she's the greatest, and I realize that I fucked it up myself. But the thing is if you go down that road, you can't turn it back. It's not like I applaud Sal. I think he's doing the right thing by trying to make it work. And if it at the end it fails, then he can't say that he didn't try his hardest at least. So.
Was your wife with an emotional friend, or did she actually cheat on you?
No, I had the emotional friend.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, there you go. The emotional friend.
I think executives at NBC should have a whole new sitcom called Emotional Friends. Yeah, I think that's the new buzzword.
Maybe that's your new sitcom. Make yourself the emotional friend, though, in the sitcom.
And by the way, another point, like, if Sal really wants his marriage to work so much, why, like, 2 minutes after therapy was he in here talking about it for 45 minutes?
That's a different issue.
I think that's wrong, too, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, and I recognize it was wrong also.
He can't help himself.
He's got a compulsive situation.
It was airtime, Will.
He's at the very beginning of this process, Will.
John, go ahead.
Hey now, Howard. How you doing? Listen, I honestly think Will's a complete fucking asshole, man.
It's not the first time I heard that.
He's got no clue. He's engaged. He's getting laid every single night. He's got no kids interfering in anything where they don't have a fucking minute to talk.
Yep.
What he said yesterday, man, he really does. He's got no fucking clue. I don't know who he was speaking for. I don't know if it's some other guys behind the scenes and he was their voice, but come on, Will, man. You're not even in the same league as anybody that even has kids.
I got to take a break. Sal, I'm proud of you.
Thanks,
whatever. Emotional friend or otherwise. And Will, come on, give him a break. How about? All right, we'll be back.
I can't wait
Let's see you in 10 years, Will.
Will, may you never have a problem. Sal, may you fix yours.
Yes. Thank you, Father.
Go in peace.
What is it, Bob? Uh-oh, I guess we're not done with this topic. Yeah, Bob.
Hey, what's up, Howard?
Hey.
Listen, Sal's got to understand something. From the kid's perspective, my fucking mother, when I was 13, she started fucking my older brother's friend. So if he doesn't nip this shit in the bud now...
Well, he's trying to.
Yeah, but this, you can't trust these women.
People are calling in
all fucked up
with extraordinary circumstances.
Your mother started screwing your older brother's friend?
Yeah.
Her emotional friend was her older brother.
Yeah. Was your mother hot?
I mean, the one thing that Sal did say, when Sal first came in here and started talking about this, the one thing he said was that Christine asked him in therapy for a chance to go talk to the emotional friend and end things, to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, well, no.
Well, there was a woman.
And what?
Well, that's what I'm saying. What are you ending?
Yeah.
That's weird.
If it's just a friend, you can say,
What's
send
the
a note.
end? Yeah. But there was a woman on the air yesterday who, also made some very good points. She said she was in the exact same position. This guy sort of snuck in while she and her husband were having problems and became the emotional friend.
Right.
And, she and her husband tried to work it out, but the husband could never fill that space that the emotional friend.
Here's Ralph. In case you missed it yesterday, here's Ralph and Gary going at it on the wrap-up show. I was very amused.
Oh, a lot of name calling.
Yeah, I liked it. A lot of shithead stuff, all kinds of things. Asshole.
Gary started cursing. He started it.
I did.
Gary was really angry.
I went from 0 to 60, no doubt.
Here we go. And for your listening pleasure, what happened on the wrap-up show?
Who did you get to do the red carpet Emmy stuff?
Surely.
Okay. You also could have called me back and told me.
I said I'd call you back. I said, if we're interested, we'll let you know. And then we weren't, and I didn't.
Okay.
You know what? I got to tell you,
that's good producing. I'm trying to help you out.
Should I have called you back and go, gee, Ralph, we decided not to use you, but thank you?
Yeah. That's what I would have done. That's what I think a good.
Who knows what you would do? You never held a job.
Right. But you say that too, and that's so not true.
Well, you never held a job like this job.
You just blurt stupid things out.
So do you.
Well, no, I can back my things up.
You said that. You said hold on. Hey, you said on Superfan Roundtable the other night that all I do is sleep on the job all the time.
Well,
you just blurt dumb shit out too, fuckhead.
I don't think that.
You think I sleep all the time?
There's videos of you sleeping.
No, there's not videos of me sleeping. There's one moment, fuckhead.
And fuckhead, that was also.
Also what?
You also closed the door. You put your feet up. It wasn't like you nodded off. You like.
I didn't. First of all, I didn't
put everything but put a blanket out.
Okay, but Ralph, that's one time. You said you have many videos of me.
I'm fine. No.
Yes, you did. You just 2 seconds ago said there's videos of Gary.
Yeah.
Well, where are they?
And Doug and Scott
again, you wouldn't know. You've never had. You haven't had to be at a job since you were in that fucking parking tent. Where we found you and the good graces of us gave you a job that you fucked up at Channel 9 and we continue to pay you.
Sporkle, Scrabble, whatever the fuck you're wasting time with.
Right.
So funny.
Oh, I'm horrible.
Yeah, I mean, and by the way, it wasn't a parking tent, it was a parking booth. He was in a booth with a gate. He was the guy at the gate, like you hit the button.
You mean the gate he'd raise the gate?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Right, you had a button.
That would have been too much work.
No, he just took the money. There was no gate.
Right.
There was somebody drive up. I'd hand them a ticket, and then on the other side they'd leave, and I'd take the ticket, punch it, and charge them.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're no slacker.
No. That was the greatest job. It was outside. I'd wax my car and hang out.
These guys were going at it, man. Here's some more. Here I love fighting.
What is it that you do, Ralph, that's so important to the show? I know that you call and you tell us what we all. Hold on, Ralph, hold on. I know what you call. You call us and tell us. Hold on, I'm talking. I'll fucking talk over you, shithead. I'll talk over you. I'm going to finish the sentence and then I'm going to finish this. Hold on, I'm going to finish the sentence and then we can go. You can tell everybody here what they do wrong, including Doug, how he shoots his pictures, Gary, how he produces a show, Jason, how he runs the website. What are your major contributions?
I didn't say I can do everything better than everybody, first of all.
But you tell everyone how they do it wrong.
Right. Well, when they do, I do. So
which is often.
What's your point, though?
I think I just made it. You feel that you can outproduce the show, can be a better photographer than Doug, can do better on the website. These are all things that you can do better than everybody. But why would we know that based on your track record?
First of all, I didn't say that I could be a better photographer than Doug.
You did say you could be a better producer.
I said those were crappy pictures.
You did say you could be a better. Well, that would insinuate.
You just rattle off stuff and then pick and choose.
Hold on, Ralph. To anybody who heard that, it would sound.
Back to your first point. Let me finish now.
Hold on.
Is like, what is my contribution to the show? I don't work for the show. I work for Howard TV, and I dress Howard.
Yeah, but if we're going to let you on, you're going to critique it.
All the other stuff I do is just
is extra. You're too good to us.
It's just icing on the cake.
All that free stuff you give us, you're too good to us to give us all the free advice.
I know.
You know what? You should bill us.
Your wrap-up show.
You should bill us for all the contributions you made to the show.
I should, and you should thank me once in a while.
And then it went on even more. They weren't done with each other, these two.
Do you think Gary is a good producer?
For the Howard Stern show, yes.
So do you
By the way, I should give that tape to Dave of Gary sleeping on the job.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
I'll say, hey, Dave.
Here's Gary working.
How's he going to show the pitch and the sleeping all in the same segment?
You could do. You know what? You could
and the apology tape.
If Dave plays it right, he doesn't need a first.
Yeah, he just needs tape.
If you give him the apology, the pitch, and you sleeping in the office, I think the guy could have an hour with you.
Certainly. Can you throw in some an assortment of monkey suit appearances as well?
I think if Howard calls it quits, Gary won't be able to produce any other type of show?
I don't know. I'm not going to be like Gary and throw a lot of hypotheticals in there because it would depend on the person and the situation. I don't think he could go in and produce the Letterman show, but maybe somebody's got a similar show to Howard or something, and he could produce that. I mean, obviously Howard wouldn't have him there for how many years, Gary?
26.
26 years if he was a shitty producer.
Well, but the point is, Ralph,
you're just sensitive.
Ralph, the point is,
you're overly sensitive.
I know what Howard thinks of me, and that's not an issue. We talk off the air. I know what he thinks of me. But when I hear you on Superfan Roundtable, just fucking coming at me from God knows the left side, blindsiding me.
Honestly, I was a little.
I don't know. Can you be honest?
I was a little pissed off with you. I heard some things you said about me off the air.
Like what?
I'm not going to repeat them.
Repeat them. You repeat them. You repeat them, and I'll tell you if I said them or not.
No, because the person who told me, I'm not going to quote unquote out them, and that's it.
Because I don't think there's a thing that's been said off the air that I wouldn't say to your face.
All right. Well, anyway.
And I don't know if what you heard is true.
Well,
but I would tell you.
Things when they're said off the air are a little even different than they are on the air, but.
No, I don't know, but if you can't hold me responsible for something that you heard I said when I'm giving you the opportunity for me to tell you if I said them.
Yeah, but I'm not.
What's going on here? You're saying that
I'm not going to say who it was and what it was. That's all.
Right, but you don't even know.
I'm just saying I was already a little annoyed.
But you don't even know if it's true or not.
What line is Ralph on?
How do you know?
I do. Because I'm smart.
Right,
You're not that smart. You're 10 points lighter.
What line is Ralph on? I just put him on hold. Oh, he's not on the phone. I hung up on him by accident. But
So Ralph and I talked yesterday. And he told me.
Call back, Ralph.
He told me what was said, and something I said during a break in the wrap-up show.
Yeah.
And it was something that I would have said to his face. I joked around.
So Ralph is implying that he has a mole here at the station.
He does.
He does.
Yeah, somebody's.
So when you say something off the air, he gets word.
Almost immediately, by the way.
That's helpful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very helpful.
Ralph, you have a mole?
No, I have a berry.
Right. Come on, you have a mole?
Yes, I have people who report to me.
I can't imagine what sort of
Who
a
do you
low
think
life.
it is, Gary?
It'd have to be I mean, who would pick up a phone and call Ralph and say, "Do you know that Gary says this about you?" I mean, what kind of a low
Do you
life?
have a suspicion who the mole is? Who
Yeah.
begins to? You do?
I know who the low life is.
Oh, really?
I'll smoke his ass out.
Who is it?
He'll be in here. He'll come in. He knows who
Sal?
he is. No.
Jason?
No. Jason.
Yeah?
Jason. And can I tell you what it was that I said? I joked around. Ralph was on the phone, and we were talking about the work we do, and I go, "Oh, there's a guy on line 10 who wants to tell me who to do my job who's never held a job." And so, I would say that to Ralph's face. Ralph said it was a little bit more cutting off the air, which I agree. Oh, here's the mole.
Oh, DePace. Oh.
My friend
here. First of all, I'm not a mole. What I said was exactly what you said in the same segment, that he's never held a job in his life.
Hold on.
That was it.
You told him that I said it off the air.
I was talking to Ralph, and he said that I tried to call in to agree with you about the Benji getting here at 5:30 and how Gary doesn't manage. And then I said, yeah, it's funny they didn't take your call. Right after the thing hung up, I said, yeah, why didn't you take Ralph's call that agreed with me? And Gary said, that's coming from a guy who's never held a job in his life.
So that's a mole, asshole. You're a fucking gossip washerwoman.
You said it all the time. It's like not even a big deal. That's crazy.
Scott, you literally called him to tell him what I said.
I did that, you jerk off. I called to talk to him about whatever.
Scott.
Yeah.
You're a mole.
No, I'm not a mole.
Gary said something off the air.
Gary's talking behind people's backs. What the hell is he?
Wait a second. It's like if we were all
You
in
little
here,
deflecting hairless bitch.
and
You cocksucker.
Look, he just tried to deflect it. It's my fault
You're
for saying
deflecting.
it.
You're the one who just said he's never held a
Scott,
job in his life.
if
You're
you-
deflecting to
if
say
we're-
I'm the problem?
If we're in here and we're having a meeting,
Yeah.
let's say, and Gary brings up a name as a guest, and I go, I don't want that guy who wasn't that funny. If you pick up the phone and call him and tell him I said he wasn't that funny.
That's a horrible analogy. That's not the same thing.
It is.
Okay,
This was Gary talking during
Isn't
a
it the
break.
same thing, Robin?
Well, this is, again, we're right back where we were when he wouldn't apologize for...
Oh, my God. You guys are idiots. You're all stupid. You're going to say that I'm wrong here?
If we all work together, and
Yeah.
Gary says something off the air about Ralph, and you pick up the phone and call Ralph and tell him what
That's
what
not
Gary
exactly
said.
what happened.
Okay, he picked up the phone and
Ralph
called
and I
you.
were talking about whatever,
You're a
and then
mole.
that just came up.
A little bit, you're a mole.
And besides, if you listen to the first clip again, Gary said the same thing on the
That's
air.
not the point. Ralph
we
got
know
upset
that.
about the off-air comment.
Because
and
you're
he
in-
only knew about that because of you.
Well, you know what, then, Gary? Don't talk behind people's backs.
Well, you too. Why don't I just talk about all the shit you say in the control room but behind everybody's back, including somebody you're looking right in the eye sometimes?
Who's that?
He says everything about everybody. Listen, you
Go
talk
ahead.
about this, talk about people's angles and blah, 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 blah. So if nothing's a secret, then why are we all working together? That would be anarchy.
What's he saying about Lisa G? Go ahead. I think she looks good.
Oh my God, he laughs at her.
Blow-headed Joe. He laughs at Lisa G.
Did you just laugh uncontrollably?
I did. I was making fun that she found it so funny that she hasn't washed her hair since Sunday.
He was laughing like
she
like
laughed uncontrollably. I mimic that. Big fucking
The
deal.
point is, if Gary says something about Ralph, in a room, and you pick up the... granted, maybe Gary shouldn't have such loose lips. He's got giant rubbery lips. But the point is, if you pick up the phone and call Ralph to tattletale...
That's not exactly what happened.
You're a mole.
No,
he's actually a rat.
You're saying it wrong.
That's a mole.
What happened was
that's not
Ralph
a rat.
and I were having a discussion.
If Ralph asked him to feed him information, then he's a mole. But since he kind of did it unsolicited, he's a rat.
I'll mole on Gary any day I want.
I know.
Listen.
You know what, Howard? Honestly, Scott and I were talking probably for like 15, 20 minutes, and he just mentioned it in passing. He didn't call me.
But mentioning it is in passing or otherwise is sort of like, listen, Ralph, there's things that are probably said behind my back that people don't tell me. There's things that are said behind your back that I don't tell you because it just creates chaos.
What happened yesterday? Ralph
Yeah,
came
guy,
in.
you wouldn't want chaos around the Howard Stern show.
Well, you know what I mean.
Ralph came in and apologized to
I
you?
know. I called Ralph.
Yeah.
I called him as soon as I got off the air, and I said, because I knew he was on his way here.
Right.
And I said, hey, man, do me a favor. As soon as you get in, stop by my office. So as soon as he sat down, I said the first thing. I said, we're degenerating into a weird place that I don't really want to go to because I'm not that mad at you. And he goes, oh my God, I feel the same way. And then it was just like.
Did you guys blow each other after this
No,
conversation?
but it was sort of cool. We sort of felt exactly the same way.
Right.
And we didn't know how it got to that place. And we.
So now you're friends again?
Yeah, we're always friends.
You guys really don't like each other.
The thing is, the show really brings the worst out in me sometimes. It's encouraging.
There are things you don't like about Gary.
Well, but that's okay. There's things that people don't like about everybody.
But it's not like I hate Gary. I do like Gary.
It comes off that way a little bit.
What's that?
It comes off that way a little bit.
I know. Well, yeah, because he annoys me sometimes. And,
he thinks Gary's a shitty producer. He does.
I don't think he's a shitty producer.
You do.
Just admit it.
I don't. I don't know what that... I don't know, when you say producer, it's such a broad term. You don't need a quote-unquote, again, producer. You don't need somebody who's going to steer the ship for you and do all that kind of stuff.
Well, that's not true, Ralph. In other words, some people need a producer. There's some radio people that the producer is more important than the talent, where the producer says, at 8 minutes after we're going to do this, at 10 minutes after you're going to go to that, and the talent just listens. Howard really is the producer of the show, but he does need somebody to steer him and say, this is what's available.
Absolutely.
We got to do this at this time.
That's right.
You're a great producer for him. And I don't see anything wrong with saying that, you know?
Well, you're implying that he
But that doesn't mean Gary doesn't have other talents.
It's a backhanded compliment.
It's not, though, Fred.
Hey, by the way, as long as I got the pace in here, let's get it all off. Let's get it all off our chests.
Uh-oh.
The Pace has been harboring a very big resentment toward Gary.
Why?
That he hasn't brought up on the air. Scott DePace, our director. And, you know, you should know about this.
Well, this is where all of this fomenting unrest comes from.
Well,
is it going back to the sleeping tape?
No.
Okay.
This is going back to, in your new book, the picture you use actually was taken by Scott DePace.
Uh-oh.
I don't know that that's the case.
That is the case. I went back, looked through my pictures. It's number 33 of 50, half of which were like pictures of lights and crap like that for our Vegas show. It's my picture.
Okay, how much do you want for it? I'll pay for it.
And you didn't ask permission.
I did. You know what? It wasn't as if I knew it was Scott's and I didn't ask permission. I thought it belonged to someone else, so I'll pay for it. I'd rather pay you for it and not have to deal with you than actually have to fucking deal with you.
I think you said that was priceless, that picture.
Yeah.
It's your Picasso.
That's my Pollock painting.
How much for a dozen of those shitty shirts? I'll give it to you.
Now you have, you know, Gary's not only insulting you, but you could kill his whole book just by not giving him permission.
Yeah, I wonder if I took him to court, what would happen?
Yeah.
You could absolutely sue him and stop the book from coming out.
That's right. You can
Interesting.
I'm filing an injunction.
You know, I did say that it was my picture.
And I really didn't think it was.
You should have checked into it, at least asked me.
But I thought I knew where it came from.
$5,000. Call the book company and tell me what.
I'd like to see the proof of that, by the way, too. He could just be breaking my balls.
I can prove it to you. I actually have another picture I sent Howard right after. That's like same color. You can obviously tell same camera right after.
Because there were a lot of people shooting that day. How do you know that one's yours?
Gary, I remember exactly, and I looked at that picture.
If you want to go to a photographic expert, I will let you.
You're going to give Gary the picture, aren't you?
Yeah,
Are you really harboring resentment? Are you really?
Where do I go? Listen, I gave Howard I said, listen, I don't want shit for this picture, but Gary's wrong again.
But
it is my picture. He should have to do something, apologize to me for how he treated me.
No, I apologize for using your picture. I apologize for using your picture without your permission. That's all you'll get from
to this day, when I drive up to the parking garage, he literally will start running so he doesn't have to walk with me.
No, I don't start running.
Are you two really?
I talked about this the other day.
It's unbelievable.
Here's what happened.
You don't want to talk to him.
Such a baby.
If Scott and I got out of the car, we used to get out of the car at the same time. Sometimes we wait for each other. Now I don't wait for him. If we got out of the car at the same time, we'd walk together.
The other day,
I'm not looking
he literally was 20 feet in front of me.
That's not true.
Yes.
Well, I might have been. Why would I wait for you?
But Scott, he is so angry with you, and you still don't understand why.
No.
Because he made a deal with you that you would not use pictures of him.
Yeah, and I've explained
video of him.
And I've explained that I had a little to do with that.
No, you had everything to do with it.
No, I didn't.
Of course you did.
Not with getting that tape to you.
So did I, and so did Doug. The three of us are guilty, and accept your guilt. And you especially had to deal with Gary.
Right, you probably have the most guilt because you had the conversation with me. But we're going in a circuitous conversation because he'll just, again, tell you how it's not his fault.
Right.
But yeah, do I harbor resentment? Absolutely. Do I want to hang out? Do we talk to each other? Yes. Are we working together? Absolutely. Has anything changed there? No. But do I want to be the kind of friends I was with him? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Friends you were. You know, everyone I tell the whole story to about this whole Gary sleeping thing, they all they all have the same opinion that Gary always didn't like me, and it was just this.
But
that's
not true. You did. Listen, you broke a trust. Gary said to you, "You're not going to use tape of me while I'm off mic," and you said, "Absolutely, I promise you." And then you broke your promise.
Scott, yeah, but you know what, Howard? Gary created a whole deflection around that. He put his feet up, he kicked back, and he went to sleep during a big segment. I mean, that was just awful. And he managed to create this other story, but make it about Scott.
I didn't create a story. I took again, Ralph. This is why you get under my skin. So this is why Ralph gets under my skin. But okay, I never created a deflection. They made fun of me like they still make fun of me. It's in every fucking joke. It's in songs. Every time I hear it, I cringe. It fucking bothers me.
Right.
Okay. So I dealt with it. But this thing with Scott is real. And if it would have happened to you, Ralph, you'd be just as pissed. If somebody fucked you over like that, you'd be just as angry.
But he's right. You did. You
Hold
put
on.
your,
wait a minute.
you
I didn't answer. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Ralph.
Up.
I'm real. I've already dealt with you. Ralph, if somebody fucked you over like that, how would you feel?
I said at the time, I'd be so pissed off. I don't like people when they record me when I don't know it, and you know that's a total invasion of privacy.
Right.
But I also would never allow a camera in my office or in my house, and then if I was going to go to sleep, I would certainly throw something over it and cover it. I mean, you're sleeping on camera. You know, you got to take responsibility for what you did.
I have taken responsibility for what I did.
Why were you so tired that day? I forget.
I ate 7 black and white cookies.
He's probably writing his book all night.
Yeah, right. He was writing his book.
Nobody's going to read your book, Baldy.
He was up stealing your pictures.
That's it. I'm not giving you my picture. Take that back and apologize to me right now, or I'm not giving you the picture.
Fuck you.
All right, you're not getting it.
You're taking away the rights to your picture?
Right.
Sue me.
Okay, we'll be at court then. Who's your book company?
Simon & Schuster.
All right. Hope they have deep pockets.
It'll be Simon, Schuster, and DePace when I'm through.
You should have a lawyer call over to them today, Scott.
You'd have to pay for one. He didn't like doing that.
One last thing about this mole comment. I called Ralph yesterday after the show and said, listen, if that was me that you're talking about, because I didn't know, by absolutely, go ahead and say that I said that, because I don't hide behind those comments.
You know what? I would have said who it was, but quite frankly, I forgot. I didn't even remember who it was.
Well, anyway, there's obviously a lot of bitterness that Gary in the morning avoids you and walks.
Well, he does the same thing. Listen, even when we were alleged friends, he gets out of like Scott's very odd. Even when we were like buddies, if he gets out of the car 2 minutes before me, he just walks. He just wants to do what he wants. So it's not like we're a couple who walk to work together.
You're crazy.
Who do you like better, me or Scott?
Everybody, Brian, me, and Sal, we would have these walks with Gary where Gary would just take over the whole friggin' conversation. And suddenly you're not even there. He's just yap.
In my world, you're not there anymore. You're invisible, except for the fucking shining light on your head.
Gary tends to dominate the conversation, I guess.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Hey, what happened? The guys would be walking to work and Gary was the only one allowed to talk?
Yeah, and we would all sit there and look at each other and go, Jesus, he doesn't shut up.
You know what? He's being...
Hey, guys,
is that true?
That's absolutely true.
Really?
Sal and Phelan will back me up, unless they're pussies.
You know, this feud has actually gotten so sad that I had Gary out to my house this summer with his wife, and I said, you know, Beth said to me, gee, maybe it'd be nice to have another couple or something. I said, you know, I'm dying to get... I'd forgotten you guys were having a feud. I said, gee, I like socializing with Scott DePace.
And his lovely wife, Pam.
And his wife, Pam. I like them.
Fantastic lady.
Yeah. And I said, oh, and Gary... And I went, oh, no, Gary's at war with Scott. So I never called you.
But listen, I didn't tell you to do that. And everyone has...
No, you didn't.
And everyone has...
you know, you got to consider, you were coming over. I'm not going to have Scott over when you're over.
But you know what? Everyone has a circle of friends where everyone doesn't get along.
You would have thought, you would have thought that was really weird out of all the people if I invite Scott DePace. You really...
Oh, sure. It would have seemed like you were breaking my balls.
Right. And I didn't want to do that. I really slipped my mind. I thought, oh, we all like each other. We'll have fun together. We'll have a good time.
And it actually was for when you had all the guys out, I think. And Scott, I think, holds me... He's not mad at me, but he's mad at the situation. He wishes he would have been invited.
I knew not to have... Of course, and I love Scott.
You blocked
and you did say you would have another one, and I would be invited.
I know. I do have to do that. But I love Scott. I do. I love Scott. I love working with the guy, and I love you, obviously.
And, you know, I want to just...
I'll socialize with you.
I got to go on record as saying, just because I vehemently disagreed with your politics doesn't mean I didn't like you before.
Now you just don't like him.
It had
now everything. Right, because now I don't trust him.
Even about
he can't be trusted.
Baseball.
And I got to tell you, the mole thing just adds to that.
Right.
It was... I can only... Listen... I'm only being bad or a mole if I think I'm being a mole.
No,
I was just having a conversation,
you're a mole.
and I happen to say something that I've heard Gary say 1,000 times.
If I said something around here in private with you in the room because I trust you and I know you and you're one of my guys, your bro, suddenly, if you pick up the phone and tell Ralph, hey, you know what Howard said today in the meeting?
But you're painting a different picture than what happened. That's not what happened.
But you know what? Anybody would have handed that tape over to Gary. I'm sorry.
No, hey, and I'm glad he did.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
You're not a mole. You're a washerwoman.
What does that mean?
Like a gossip, like a gossipy girl.
Right.
And you're sleepy. I mean, what the fuck?
Wow, that hurt. Ooh, ouch.
You know, if I ever were going to fall asleep at work, I certainly wouldn't put my feet up and just kick back the way he did. Like, I don't fucking care.
No, you don't fall asleep. You just leave early to play golf.
He didn't care what was going on this show. He just said, fuck it.
Don't miss a tea time.
Well, that is true. Wolf, I don't care if you need me. I got to go to sleep.
You know, you can accidentally fall asleep maybe where your head leans back and but man, that was just fucking
flagrant violation.
What?
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Fuck him. Fuck him in his picture. You know what? I'll get every book and rip the fucking page out.
All right, if anybody gets Gary's book, what page is that picture of?
Oh, no, yeah, but send it to Scott. I'd love to have his fucking mailbox overflowing.
He can have all his pictures back.
All right, listen,
I'm trying to think. How can maybe I could give the picture out or something or ruin it somehow. Is there any way to?
I don't know. Use your 121 IQ and go figure it out.
122. You were 121, dummy.
Oh, yeah. Dummy.
You two are too much.
See, the problem is, Howard, you love people arguing, too, and we all like to please you, so we all end up arguing.
I don't blame this on me.
By the way, to that
that's
rationale.
Convoluted. That's convoluted. Wow.
True.
Scott, Gary, Ralph, continue
Time for
this.
Gary's nap. He's got to go.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Gary had to go to sleep, Ralph says. So we interrupted his nap.
I didn't realize all the guys were like at each other's throats like this.
There's a couple of guys here, yeah. Oh, there's more that I know about of people who don't like other people.
Oh, jeez.
I don't even bring it up. Yeah, there's a whole thing. You know, you're at work. We forget this is work and that people, aren't going to get along. I could make a chart of who likes who and who's on what side.
Really?
Yeah. It's almost like the